Hey guys, this is Combustible Lemon here, and you do not know how much I just went through to get this ready for you guys. But anyways, let's get on with this, and today I'm doing a mod review slash tutorial slash mod 101 of Thaumcraft. And I was kinda, let's see if I can do this actually. Is it in? Okay, actually, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to do a double mod showcase. Yes, 2 for the price of 1. So, our first mod, I don't have it set up at all, but it's pretty simple. So, yes, I don't know. But, so, the first mod is going to be Equivalent Exchange 3. Now, I'm using the Yogcraft mod pack in order to show you guys. I've modified it and I've added my own mods to it. But anyways, so this mod, Equivalent Exchange, allows you to turn multiple things such as gold and iron and yes and dirt into more useful things depending on what you find useful. So, that being said, I'm just gonna finish grabbing up the rest of what I need so I can show you how to use this stuff. I need a project bench. Project bench right there. Okay, so what this mod does is it adds a new mob drop, which is called, why does that keep coming back? The Shard of Minium. And mobs usually drop this. Lots of mobs drop it. I need to actually do something else first. Mobs drop it, and it's something you use for something like the Philosopher's Stone back in normal Tekkit. Like vanilla, not vanilla Tekkit, Tekkit Classic, what it is now. But in order to actually turn it into this, you need to have 4 stone in this area, in this shape. You also need to fill that in with iron. In the center is a gold ingot or butter, and it gives you an inert stone. And with this inert stone, what you're going to do is you're going to surround it with your 8 minium shards. Excuse me, my voice is beautiful today. Anyways, and it gives you your minium stone, which you can use for multiple things. And I'm getting a message on Steam. Hold on, I'm doing something very important. And so, as you can see, I was about to point, but I can't point, no camera, in the bottom right hand corner, and he messaged me again. That is not cool. Stop it. Okay. So you can change things into other things without picking them up in the crafting table. So what you do, the default key is G, and it lets you change what you turn it into. So I can turn this into, I guess that's like a small pine tree, or a dead bush if it was on sand. But since it's not on sand, I can't do that. But if I decided to turn this into sand, that disappears because it cannot exist on sand. I made a horrible mistake. Okay, and you can also change it to normal dirt, cobblestone, back to this. They took out stone. I guess that's considered overpowered for some reason. But anyways, so yeah, but if you go into survival mode, you will notice that it does not take up a use. Okay, the updated version makes you take up a use, but I guess in this version it doesn't. It also lets you change, hold on, voice, again, beautiful, time set, not time set day, and you can also change the color of leaves. I really like Equivalent Exchange one more time. Okay, you can also change the color of the wood, which is pretty cool if you ask me. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, now you can also use it for crafting. If you put the minium stone in here, I can do this, and it gives me an iron ingot. See? And it actually uses it in here. See? So, I can also, let's see, I can also use gold and turn it into a diamond, and you can always turn the diamond back to the gold if you want. Now, I don't believe that you can use diamonds to make anything. I forgot I'm in a project bench. So, let's find out. No, you cannot use diamonds to create anything. Boo-hoo. Oh well. But also, iron ingots, like everything, it's like a circle of life, I guess. But you can also turn 4 iron ingots into an ender pearl if you so needed to. I did that a lot, just saying. So, we will keep that. And then you can turn iron into clay, and you can also do vice versa. You can turn clay into clay. Impressive, right? That's what I said. And you can't change it back. That's just the way it works, because you can just craft it, so why would you turn it back? So, you can also turn that into gravel. Cool. One thing I didn't get to show you is gravel turns into sandstone. It's not doing it right now for some reason. I cannot figure out why. Maybe it's a bug. I don't know, but it's supposed to be able to turn into sandstone. But if we go in here, we can turn it into dirt, or as you just saw, we can turn it into sandstone. We can turn this back into clay, but we will turn it into dirt. Let's just do all of it. And then we can turn this into cobble. We can turn it back into gravel if we wanted. We could just turn it to cobble, we can turn it to grass, and you can turn it back to sand, and you can turn it back to dirt. So, I think each of these actually turns, yeah, this one turns into flint, which I find kind of useful. Actually, I gotta do it again. Turn this into grass, and this turns into nothing, which is also very useful. And this turns into nothing as well, which is just entirely useful. You know it to be true, so do not argue with me, young Sasquatch. But yeah, so that's equivalent in exchange. And now we make our transition to Thaumcraft. So Thaumcraft is basically like equivalent exchange, but it has a lot more stuff. It's more magic-y in a sense, I guess you could say. And it also adds some new structures. So first, well actually it adds a lot of things, but I'm going to show you some of the stuff that it spawns into the world. So one of the things it spawns is a totem, which looks like this. They come in different heights and they go to different depths. So they can be anywhere from, I want to say, they can go from anywhere to 2 to 6 blocks tall. I don't know for sure, I can't remember. And we also have the Silverwood Tree, which is actually quite pretty, and it has shimmer leaves that spawn around it, where if you break these in survival mode, it's supposed to give you quicksilver. Don't know why it's not. It just doesn't like me right now for some reason. That's all I can think of. But this wood is used for many different things in Thaumcraft, and it has a very low chance of actually giving you saplings. So if you're gonna cut one of these down, be careful. Make sure you cut a big one. They're really nice. We also have the Greatwood Tree. Also similar to our friend the Silverwood Tree, the Greatwood Tree instead is a 2x2 tree and also has a rare drop of saplings. And you can see our Silverwood out in the distance. Okay, but this can spawn in 2 different ways. I could not find the other way, and there's another totem over there. And the other way would be there's cobwebs around it, and if you were to dig underneath one that is such like the one aforementioned, it will have a chest beneath it along with, well, the chest will be filled with goodies, and it will have cave spider spawner, or 2. I don't remember. It's either 1 or 2. But anyways, that's the Greatwood Tree. You also use it for crafting and whatnot in Thaumcraft. Now, it is a rare occurrence to see either one of these trees, which is why I decided to show you a naturally occurring, I guess, rarity of a Silverwood and a Greatwood being right next to each other. Here's the Silverwood Tree, and it's a big one, and a Greatwood Tree. Yes, this spawned naturally. If you want to find out for yourself, there's the seed. I will not be putting it in the description because you can just take it from my screen. I am too lazy to copy and paste. I am the big lazy one. Anywho, and let's go back, and we have one more thing. Now this one also has loot. This one also has a spawner. It's a special spawner of a mob that's actually added by Thaumcraft. So if we teleport over, this is the altar, I guess you could call it. I've only ever really seen it in a mountain biome, extreme hills biome, so maybe that's the only way we'll see it, but it has a wisp spawner, which I will change to easy mode to show you. That is a wisp, and these things attack with like an electrical pulse like that, and it hurts a lot. But this will have random things in it, anything that's from the mod really, like this is from Portal to work in progress, so it says don't use, and it can just spawn a bunch of so. But it also gives you a bunch of totems and obsidian and tiles if you need them. I honestly use the obsidian tiles and totems for my magic room. It actually looks quite cool if you do that. But anyways, let's go back to our spawn area. And let's see. And now it's time for some Thaumcraft 101. Now, Thaumcraft is a huge mod, so I've cleared out a huge area just for this mod. That was punny. It was a good yoke. You should laugh. Don't laugh, it wasn't that funny. Anywho, now, as you might assume, for magic you need a wand. So, you're able to make the wand, but for some reason it doesn't. Why is it showing it to me now? In NEI, it will not show you the recipe of the wand, but the item will show you the recipe of the wand for some reason. So that confuses me. But, in case you need to know, it is a gold nugget, a stick, and any one of these 6 shards. You cannot craft it like this, but you can craft it like this, or like, not like that, obvious. So you have to point it upwards, basically. So gold nugget in either one of these bottom corners, and the shard in one of these top corners, and the stick is always going to be in the middle. And you can use any one of these shards. Anyone, it'll give you the same wand. Okay? And now, the best part of this mod, let me clear my inventory, is to get to use the wand. So, if you use the wand on a bookshelf, it gives you your Thaumonomicon. Just to show you, there's our Thaumonomicon. And your Thaumonomicon will show you different things, and it'll show you your research. And this is where it all gets complicated. Yeah. So, I'm going to show you a few more things before I go, and then I will continue this with the part 2. The part 2 will be learning all that is included in Thaumcraft. So, let's continue with the basics. Next, you might find on your adventures something called knowledge fragments. Now, you can use these knowledge fragments to craft research notes, and I've never personally crafted research notes, so I don't know exactly how they work. I would assume they work like normal research notes and you just keep researching them, but you will find out what that means later. But anywho, let us continue. Now, you can also craft something called a table. Tables, yes, you can use them as decoration, but you also use them for recipes. You can use it, I'm just gonna, let's see. You will use them for something later. Okay. And now if you use a wand, actually I don't need that wand. If you use a wand on a cauldron, I don't know if it needs to be, does it have to meet, never mind. It does not have to meet certain requirements. But if you use a wand on a cauldron, you will get a crucible. But in order for your crucible to work, I'll just do it again because this is cool. In order for your crucible to work, you will need, you'll find out why I had that stuff later. You will need, not this, why did I make this? You will need a lava source beneath it. We put the cauldron on the top, and use your wand, and now your cauldron will work, except you need water inside. That actually consumed. That's weird. That's all I'm gonna say. That's weird. That's weird. That's very weird. But anyways. And then it will boil after a while. And that's when items will be consumed. And if you stand on it, it will do damage to you. And I guess it still does technically. Anywho, so back to this. You may be asking at this point, what is the table used for? Well, before we go there, you need to craft something called scribing tools. And you can craft these in any fashion that you wish. It just, as long as you have one feather, one glass bottle, and one ink sac from a squid. And you will need to have this scribing tool and the 2 tables. You will put the 2 tables, I'm going to put them like right here, side by side, and then you will use the scribing tool, and it gives you your research table. We will going, we will be going that, we will be going that. We will be going into this in the second part, but this is used for research. We also have another use for the table. So if you place another table, grab your wand and use it, and it will make you the arcane workbench. And you can just snag your wand back. And this arcane workbench is used to craft certain things in Thaumcraft that require V's, which is held inside of your wand. This wand holds 50 V's, and there are different types of wands. And we will, like I said, get into that later. Calm down. Okay. Let me put this back. The last thing I would like to show you is the file. The glass file is used to... Well, that's sort of complicated because I'd have to explain other things. So I will save this for next time, but you make them with a piece of clay and 3 glass blocks, and you get 8 of them. And I'm crashing. Sorry, my game froze for some reason. But anywho, that is all I have to show you for now. So, I hope you all have enjoyed this first part of Thaumcraft and equivalent exchange. Equivalent exchange is done. And I will next be showing you the second part of Thaumcraft. Oh, and in case you're wondering what this is, these are the wool of the sheep that I killed in this area. I used this very sword to do so, which the sword is now gone. Anyways, guys, I hope you all have enjoyed this video. My name is Combustible Lemon, and I bid you all goodbye for now. I almost copied everybody else that I could possibly think of. And this is goodbye for now, guys. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.